Tell me when. All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope we're live. It's telling me we're live. It's asking me. There we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to ring the bell again in case you missed it the first time. Welcome, everyone. Once again, we are live here. We're actually tonight here at the lovely Gladstone Street Pub. We're not open yet, but I'm here doing my thing as though you were here, so you can imagine it. And soon maybe we will be open. Governor, COVID, God willing, whoever of those you believe in, if any. So we're going to do our trivia. Now, obviously, we're not all gathered together to do trivia. So let me go over the rules and the special rules because we're doing this online. So as always, we will have 10 categories. I will ask you one question from each of the 10 categories. That will constitute a round. At the end of each round, we will give the answers. You will grade your papers, and then you will go ahead over here in the chat. You will, is that the right direction? I don't know what your screen looks like, but I think the chat's right here. Oh, the chat's over here. Okay. Agree to disagree. Okay, so you'll go ahead and log your totals in after every round. In fact, right now, why don't you go ahead? If you are on a Zoom call with your teammates, which is always a good idea, pick one of you who is the representative of your team and go ahead and have that representative put your team name in on the chat so that we can then keep track from there. Now, there's a couple things. Obviously, there's a chat there, which means that is somewhere you can post things that everyone will see. So when I ask questions, don't post any answers in the chat. I know this seems like I shouldn't have to say it, and I agree. I shouldn't have to say it, but I'm saying it because it happens, okay? Now, you know, normally when you play here, you get these nifty little answer sheets with 1 through 10 on them and all that. You don't have it, so just make up whatever sheet you need to at home. Just use some lined paper if you have any of that lying around. I mean, you're going to grade your own paper, so, and that's another thing. It's the honor system, so you're going to grade your own paper. Now, don't be looking things up while I'm asking the questions. Don't be cheating because, number one, I think we all know cheaters never what, Jean?
Never win.
Never prosper, exactly. Cheaters never prosper. And
winners never cheat.
And winners never cheat, that's right. Except for there's certain presidential elections where things have happened. But other than that, I mean, what's the point? If you're going to cheat to win an online trivia game, you got to take some stock of yourself. So let's see. So we only have a couple teams logged in right now. We've got women with excellent taste. Okay, it's understandable. Let's see. Mike, you're the one-eyed wonder weasel. I feel like there's an innuendo there, but I'm not really catching it. Easy Beezy. That sounds about right. And can you dig it? So it looks like we only have 4 teams tonight, if that's indeed possible. I know there's there's others of you watching. If you don't want to log in and give me your team name, that's fine with me. You won't have a chance, however, at the grand prize at the end. So just know that. If you're playing along, that's fine. But you won't have a chance at the end at the grand prize. Okay, so as I said, there are 10 categories tonight. We should go over those categories, shouldn't we? Yeah. So it's June 1st today. So we have a couple categories geared towards that. Number 1 is famous firsts. Number 2 is famous Junes. Makes sense. Then we have music, food and drink, sports and games, the 1970s, old Hollywood, literature, flowers and plants, and that's our 10. Oh, I was just going to keep going. Didn't realize we. Does that? Okay, hang on. Famous firsts, famous Junes, music, food and drink, sports and games, the 70s, Old Hollywood, literature. Am I missing one here? That's crazy. Uh-oh. What am I going to do? That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to do this on the fly. That's not a problem. I'm declaring it not a problem, and I'll figure it out as I go along. Here, hang on. Let me check something here. Checking. I put my briefcase underneath. Let me see if there's another card in here. It might be. I might have accidentally left a card in my briefcase. So I'm checking now. Okay. All right. Well, maybe, maybe not. Let me see. All right. No, it's fine. We're going. We're going with it anyhow. We're going to be fine.
9 categories?
So no, category 9 is flowers and plants, and category number 10 is potpourri, which means it could be anything. It could be. Yes, they're going to be questions I make up on the spot, as I tend to do.
Right.
Yeah, I know you're not thrilled about it. You like it? Is that fine?
I'm fine.
You're fine with that? Good. Okay.
Works for me.
All right, she's fine with it. All right, so as you can see, we're here at the lovely Stone. We're ready to go here. We got Tina. What do we got here? No, about 5. Okay. Oh, Yay Tacos is here. Welcome, Yay Tacos.
I'm
Okay.
putting the categories in here so other people.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's get going, shall we? Round 1 is what I call our blonde round. That means it's the easiest of all rounds. So let's get ready to go, shall we? Number 1, famous firsts. What year did the U.S. put the first man on the moon? What year did the U.S. put the first man on the moon? Gene, are you posting all the categories?
I am posting the categories right now.
I think that's wise. Number 2, famous Junes. What song by Scottish rock duo The Proclaimers was made famous in the U.S. by the 1993 film Benny and June? What song by Scottish rock duo The Proclaimers was made famous in the U.S. by the 1993 film Benny and June? Number 3, music. Who was the lead singer of Eurythmics? Who was the lead singer of Eurythmics? Number 4, food and drink. What beverage comes in varieties like Jamaican Blue Mountain and Sumatra? What beverage comes in varieties like Jamaican Blue Mountain and Sumatra? Number 5, sports and games. What sport is played on the gridiron? What sport is played on the gridiron? You know that one? You think you got it?
I think I got that.
You think you got it? Okay, very good. That. Just checking in. Number 6, the 70s. The World Health Organization certified the eradication of what disease in December 1979? The World Health Organization certified the eradication of what disease in December 1979? Oh, Creston Court Karens are here. Those are either actually girls named Karen or they're white ladies who have bland-ass potato salad recipes. All right, let's see what we got here. My camera's all foggy. Let's see if I can. Woo. Is that better? Does the camera look okay, or is it out of focus?
Oh, it looks fine.
Okay, good. My screen looks out of focus, but that doesn't mean anything. Number 7, Old Hollywood. The film Citizen Kane starred what Hollywood legend? The film Citizen Kane starred what Hollywood legend? Number 8, literature. Who wrote the classic sci-fi novel, The Time Machine? Who wrote the classic sci-fi novel, The Time Machine? Number 9, flowers and plants. What flower's fruit, known as hips, is commonly used as an organic source of vitamin C? What flower's fruit, known as hips, is commonly used as an organic source of vitamin C? And finally, number 10, potpourri, which is also miscellaneous. What drink bills itself as being made with the best stuff on earth? What drink bills itself as being made with the best stuff on earth? Okay. All right, so that's our first 10 questions. What I'm going to do now is run through them all real quick in case you missed anything. Number 1, what year did the U.S. put the first man on the moon? Number 2, what song by Scottish rock duo The Proclaimers was made famous in the U.S. in '93 by the film Benny and June? Number 3, who was lead singer of Eurythmics? Number 4, what beverage comes in varieties like Jamaican Blue Mountain and Sumatra? Number 5, what sport is played on the gridiron? Number 6, the World Health Organization certified the eradication of what disease in December 1979? Number 7, the film Citizen Kane starred what Hollywood legend? Number 8, who wrote the classic sci-fi novel The Time Machine? Number 9, what flower's fruit known as hips is commonly used as an organic source of vitamin C? And finally, number 10, what drink bills itself as being made with the best stuff on earth?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, you feel good? How do you feel about this round?
I feel like it was pretty good that it deserves the name Easy. For me, I think.
It's the blonde round. It's not called Easy.
Oh.
I actually know somebody named Easy. Not necessarily that good a person. So I don't know. She'll never hear me say it. It's okay. So, all right. So let's get your final answers down. I'll give you a moment before you do the answer. If you're wondering, if you look at see the special board behind me here at the Stone, what's special today? It's you. That's right. Please don't forget that. You're very special. Don't ever forget it. Don't let the quarantine get you down. Don't let that voice in your head tell you because you're all locked up that you're less than amazing, because you are amazing. Okay? All right, good. All right, let's do some answers and find out if you really are amazing or just not that amazing. All right, let's do it. Number 1, famous first. What year did the U.S. put the first man on the moon? 1969. Yep.
And the crowd goes wild.
The crowd of 2 just went wild. I'm sorry, 3's a crowd, not 2. So, yeah. Number 2, what song by Scottish rock duo The Proclaimers was made famous in the U.S. by the 1993 film Benny and June? 500 Miles or I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles?
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're taking 2 different names?
Well, I'm Gonna Be is in parentheses, so either answer is technically correct. They're Scottish, so they were frugal with the number of words they used.
All right.
Number 3, who was the lead singer of Eurythmics? Annie Lennox. Little known fact, we used to have a jukebox here at the Stone, and I had the Annie Lennox's CD Medusa in there because every time it would autoplay, somebody would go put money in it. That is actually true. Number 4, food and drink. What beverage comes in varieties like Jamaican Blue Mountain and Sumatra? Coffee. Coffee, yes.
I wasn't paying attention to the category of that question.
Okay.
Can I get the points on that?
Well, category is food and drink, and the question said what beverage. So I don't know what more I can give you. Number 5, what sport is played on the gridiron? It is football. It is called that because a gridiron is the piece that you have on a grill that you grill on, and the football field resembles that, the rectangle with the lines. That is why it is called that.
I know something else about football.
You probably know a few more things about football. Number 6, the 70s. The World Health Organization certified the eradication of what disease in December 1979? Smallpox.
Oh.
Yeah, you put the other one, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. What was the other one? Tuberculosis?
I put polio.
Oh, that one. That's still around. No, I don't think. No, it's not. No, I think that was wiped out earlier. A vaccine by Dr. Jonas Salk that he perfected at UCSD. Yeah. Number 7, Old Hollywood. The film Citizen Kane starred what Hollywood legend? Orson Welles. Orson Welles. Literature. Who wrote the classic sci-fi novel The Time Machine? H.G. Wells.
Oh!
He was Orson Welles' cousin.
Was he?
No, not at all. Spelled different, not related. Yeah. Number 9, flowers and plants. What flower's fruit, known as hips, is commonly used as an organic source of vitamin C? Roses. Yep. And let's see. Number 10. What drink is said to be made with the best stuff on earth? Snapple. Snapple.
Snapple, yes.
Did you get that one?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yay.
All right, so that is our first round of 10 questions. What I would like you to do, go ahead and have your representative log into the chat right here and put the score, put your team's score. I will log it on my score sheet, and we will go from there. Oh, Kristen Court Karen's 10 out of 10. Hello. All right. Just 4? 4 for those guys? That's not good.
4.
Did you get 4 or 7? What?
I got 7. No, I'm saying it's better than my 4 from last week, even though we didn't manage to do 10.
No, right. No, I understand. Can you dig it? 9 out of 10. Wondering why I needed vaccinated for smallpox in 2010. Here, wait a minute. Well, do I have a score for Yay Tacos? Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah.
9 for easy.
Yo, Yay Tacos 10. Okay, real quick, Barrett 314. That was not a vaccination for smallpox you got. That was the government's tracking nanobots. If you were in the Air Force or the Coast Guard, you got those as of 2010. The rest of us, not to worry, they're going to be part of the COVID-19 vaccine next year. So the government's going to be able to track all of us. So we're all good. Don't worry about it.
All good.
Yeah. All right. So there you have it. Yep. We're all going to get it in the vaccine next year. Yeah, I know. It's a $1 whistle. That's all the noise it makes. I'm done with it. I'm done with it now. I got my dollar out of it. Okay, so let's go over our scores real quick. With 10, we have Yay Tacos and the Creston Court Karens. With 9, we have Can You Dig It and Easy Beasy. With 7, Women with Excellent Taste. And in the rear, the One-Eyed Wonder Weasel with 4. I don't know if I'm comfortable saying that. Okay, so we're going to move on to round 2. The questions are going to get a little tougher. All right. What's the date we're supposed to be able to reopen? Does anybody know that?
June 12th.
June 12th. Okay, so it's 11 days away. I'm going to see what happens. As you can see, we're ready to go here. We got all these peanuts. Look at this. Look at this. We got like 5 bags of peanuts here. I mean, we're good to go. So come on down to the Stone when we reopen. We'll let in as many of you as we can. But I don't know how many that's going to be. So, you know, we have the outdoor area, picnic tables. Okay, round 2. Let's get to it. Shall we? Oh, wait. I can ring it at full volume this week because Hobo the dog isn't here. He has those big floppy ears that are very sensitive. I got some angry letters last week.
Did you?
About yeah, because somebody felt like Hobo the dog was being used as a pawn for our entertainment.
Yes.
If you saw Hobo the dog at home, you would understand that he runs the whole friggin' show. There's no question.
And there is a verb called be hobo.
Oh yeah, and you can be hoboed. As Jean can attest to, she made a whole plate of morel mushrooms for herself last week, walked away for a minute, and Hobo ate them all. Yeah, it happens. So if you're worried, Hobo's eating quite well and healthy. Those mushrooms are a superfood. All right, so let's get going, shall we? Number 1, famous firsts. What U.S. state's license plates read first in flight? What U.S. state's license plates read first in flight? Number 2, famous Junes. Where does the month of June get its name? Where does the month of June get its name? Number 3, music. Whose hit song Refugee is from the album Damn the Torpedoes? Whose hit song Refugee is from the album Damn the Torpedoes? Number 4, food and drink. What beverage comes in variety? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the lesson. Gene, this is food and drink. That's this category. Just okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. How many different color candies are there in a box of Good and Plenty? How many different color candies will you find in a box of Good and Plenty? Number 5, sports and games. Which of the Major League Baseball leagues are the Chicago Cubs a member of? Which of the 2 Major League Baseball leagues, which one of the 2 leagues are the Cubs a part of? Number 6, the 1970s. With 370 million albums sold worldwide, who was the most successful musical group of the 70s? With 370 million albums sold worldwide, who was the most successful musical group of the 70s? Number 7, Old Hollywood. What was the nickname of legendary tap dancer Bill Robinson? What was the nickname of legendary tap dancer Bill Robinson? Number 8, literature. What American author wrote In Cold Blood, the true story of a mass murder? What American author wrote In Cold Blood, the true story of a mass murder? Number 9, flowers and plants. What large tropical grass is sometimes used to make fishing poles? What large tropical grass is sometimes used to make fishing poles? And finally, number 10, potpourri, or potpourri, if you will. Depends if you're on.
Let's pronounce it differently every single time.
Okay. All right. So this time it's potpourri. Okay. So the question is, when the spaceborne Skylab fell to Earth, what continent did most of it land on? When the spaceborne Skylab fell to Earth, what continent did most of the pieces land on or near? Okay, let's run through them all real quick in case you missed anything. Number 1, what U.S. state's license plate reads first in flight? Number 2, where does the month of June get its name? Number 3, whose hit song Refugee is from the album Damn the Torpedoes? Number 4, how many different color candies are there in a box of Good and Plenty's? Number 5, which of the 2 major baseball leagues are the Chicago Cubs a member of? Number 6, with 370 albums sold worldwide, who was the most successful musical group of the 70s? Number 7, what was the nickname of legendary tap dancer Bill Robinson? Number 8, what American author wrote In Cold Blood, the true story of a mass murder? Number 9, what large tropical grass is sometimes used as a fishing pole? And number 10, when the spaceborne Skylab fell to Earth, what continent did most of it fall on or near? As always, I will give you a couple minutes. I'll do a little chatting while that's happening. Perhaps I'll tell what do you want to hear, a dad joke?
Yeah, let's hear a dad joke.
Okay. Let's see. How about did I tell you I accidentally ate a bunch of food coloring the other day?
No.
Yeah, my doctor said I'd be okay, but I feel like I died a little inside.
You know what? We all just died a little right now.
Wow. Okay. I see.
That's how
I see how it is. I suspect support for your point of view will be coming in the chat right over here real soon.
Oh, you know what? I have to plug my ears so I can sing in my head Refugee. So I can.
No, go ahead. Do you want to sing it out loud?
Do I want to sing it out loud?
I don't know. You can if you want. We gotta fill the space here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. You're running out of time. You have 10 seconds. She's trying really. She's like trying to Walker. Yeah, she has a friend who supposedly knows some music, but it seems like not that much. So I don't know.
I know this. I love the song. I'll sing along with the song. When you say who the singer is, it's going to kill me.
I know it is going to kill you. And we're back. Okay. Hope you all have your answers down. All right, let's get to this, shall we? Famous firsts. So we have, what U.S. state's license plates read first in flight? North Carolina.
Woo-hoo!
North Carolina. Now, here's the thing about that. The Wright brothers. Born in Ohio, raised in Ohio, lived in Ohio, had their bicycle shop in Ohio, built the airplane in Ohio, and then took it to North Carolina because of the weather conditions to give it its first flight in North Carolina. So honestly, I'm going to say Ohio is the birthplace of aviation and not friggin' North Carolina. So if you're from North Carolina and you're watching this now, I will fight you on it. Number 2, famous Junes. Where does the month of June get its name? From the Roman goddess Juno, the goddess of marriage.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 3, music. Whose hit song Refugee is from the album Damn the Torpedoes? Gene?
Tom Petty.
And the?
Oh, Pretenders. Breakers. Heartbreakers.
Heartbreakers, yes. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh, Tom Petty and the Pretenders.
You got it. You got it. At the 11th hour, you got it. Yeah. Number 4, food and drink. How many different colored candies are there in a box of Good and Plenty's? 2, black and white.
Are there pink ones in there? Pink.
Oh, that's right. It's not black and white. It's pink and white. Sorry. It's pink and white, and then they're black on the inside. That's what it is. They're pink and white, and then they're licorice on the inside, so they're black.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a trick question.
It's not. It's actually not. Pink and white. Yeah.
Pink and white.
Pink and white. Number 5, sports and games. Which of the 2 major baseball leagues are the Chicago Cubs a member of? They're part of the National League.
Oh, damn it.
50-50. Yeah, 50-50 on that one. Yeah.
Well, this is my bad. Because I've been
Agreed.
thinking they're not in the same league as Detroit Tigers, my home team, and I know the Detroit Tigers are in the American League, and I put American League! Oh.
Number 6, the 70s. With 370 million albums sold worldwide, who was the most successful musical group of the 70s?
Rolling Stones?
ABBA. ABBA.
Oh.
Yeah. People never underestimate the power of Benny, Bjorn, Agnetha, and Anna Fried. I tell people that every day. Every day I find someone to tell that to. Yeah. Number 7, Old Hollywood. What was the nickname of legendary tap dancer Bill Robinson? Bojangles. Bill Bojangles Robinson. Number 8, literature. What American author wrote In Cold Blood, the true story of a mass murderer, Truman Capote? Number 9, what large tropical grass is sometimes used as a fishing pole? Bamboo. Yeah, it's easy. And number 10, when the spaceborne Skylab fell to Earth, what continent did most of it fall on or near? Australia.
Woo-hoo!
Yep.
Yay!
Yay. All right, so that is the end of round 2. Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and tabulate your answers. Go ahead and send them in the chat right here. I will go ahead and write them in. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right.
There you go.
Here we are. Scores are coming in.
Let's see, Easy Jones, what'd you get?
Yeah.
She said she's got a chair brain or something.
Shit, yeah. All right. 5. Karen's got 8. Karen's are doing well. Okay. Uh-huh.
Can you leave at 5?
Wow. Easy says I got 3 because I suck. I don't see the correlation.
I don't see that.
What?
I don't see what she said.
Elaine Jones says we got 3 because Andy sucks.
Okay, I don't see it. I don't know what she's sending that.
Do you see where it says the Karen's got 8? Do you
Yeah.
see, can you dig it, 5 out of 10?
Yeah.
It's between those two. Is that like a private message to me?
It must be.
Son of a... Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. God damn it. Oh, come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Darn it. All right, so what we're going to do now, now is the time we're going to take a quick little break so that you can go to the bathroom or do whatnot, heretofore, etc., and so on. So let's have a little music, and we'll put the little break sign on, and let's go to a break.
Attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Oh my mind, I can't lie. Oh my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, he's my mind. All the time, he's my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you. I might rent a Lambo and go drive it like it's on it. I've been living wild, I'm just going through the motions. Something out the Uber, grab my head, gave me the notion. Swimming in your water, but it feels just like the ocean. I can tell I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie. On my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, he's my mind. All the time, he's my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you. I was sipping more for 2 years straight to the face. Champagne belly bubble still won't go away. Last year my best man hit a stain with bare face. Now he's gotta help me underwater's cold case. I wake up with face of time and never go away. Wonder why I balance to my knees when I pray. In my city, pretty gotta keep it on your waist. Or you might be a victim, they'll find you DOA. I feel like I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie. On my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, he's my mind. All the time, he's my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you.
All right, that is it. That is our break. I hope you went to the bathroom. I hope you got a drink, whatever you needed to do. Let's ring our bell because we are back. All right, so let's go over our standings real quick. Let's see where we are with everybody. So in first place, 18 out of 20, Creston Court Karens. It's an excellent showing. An excellent showing, yeah. 17 out of 20, Yay Tacos. 14, Can You Dig It? 13, Women with Excellent Taste. 12, Easy Beasy. And still in the rear, One-Eyed Wonder Weasel with 9. I think he likes it there. I don't think he's going anywhere. Okay, so it's that time, isn't it? By the way, when we get to the end here, normally we give out a $25 gift certificate, but we got the wheel today. Yeah, so we're going to be spinning our wheel to see what the amount of the gift certificate is tonight. So that's exciting, right? All right, let's go round 3. Famous firsts. The first photographic human portrait, also the first selfie, was taken in what year? 1839, 1850, 1861, 1888, or 1901? The first photographic human portrait, also technically the first selfie, was taken in what year? 1839, 1850, 1861, 1888, or 1901? Number 2, famous Junes. How many years was June Carter Cash married to Johnny Cash? Was it 2, 6, 20, 26, or 35? How many years was June Carter Cash married to Johnny Cash? 2, 6, 20, 26, or 35? Number 3, music. What classic musical trio were named Maxine, Laverne, and Patty? What classic musical trio were named Maxine, Laverne, and Patty? Number 4, food and drink. What is the highest grade of eggs? What is the highest grade of eggs? I got people walking by the window out front like an old-time radio show. So I'm just waving to them as we go. So, number 5, sports and games. What animal's hide is used to make footballs? What animal's hide is used to make footballs? Number 6, the 1970s. After 39 years in power, what Spanish leader died in 1975? After 39 years in power, what Spanish leader died in 1975? Number 7, Old Hollywood.
This is for me.
What horror movie star was known as the Man of 1,000 Faces? What horror movie star was known as the Man of 1,000 Faces? Number 8, literature. What was the title of John Steinbeck's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel about farmers in the Oklahoma Dust Bowl? What was the title of John Steinbeck's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel about farmers in the Oklahoma Dust Bowl? That's not a college football game. Should be. It's not. Number 9, flowers and plants. What U.S. state's name comes from the Spanish word meaning full of flowers? What U.S. state's name comes from the Spanish word meaning full of flowers? And finally, number 10, potpourri.
You remember.
Potpourri, yeah. Potpourri, the question is, Montezuma was the leader of what people? Montezuma was the leader of what people? All right, as always, we will refresh by going through the questions real quick. Let's do that. Number 1, the first photographic human portrait, also the first selfie, was taken in what year? 1839, 1850, 1861, 1888, or 1901? Number 2, how many years was June Carter Cash married to Johnny Cash? 2, 6, 20, 26, or 35? Number 3, what classic musical trio were named Maxine, Laverne, and Patty? Number 4, what is the highest grade of eggs? Number 5, what animal's hide is used to make footballs? Number 6, after 39 years in power, what Spanish leader died in 1975? Number 7, what horror movie star was known as the Man of 1,000 Faces? Number 8, what was the title of John Steinbeck's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel about farmers in the Oklahoma Dust Bowl? Number 9, what U.S. state's name comes from the Spanish word meaning full of flowers? And number 10, Montezuma was the leader of what people? I will, as always, give you a moment, then we'll grade them. Let's see, let's take a moment. La, 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 la. So if you don't know, let me let you know this. We're doing this every Monday at 7 p.m. I'm trying to do it somewhere different every time. So, and in addition to that, every Monday from 3 to 6 p.m. here at the Stone until we're open again, free hot dog day. So come on down, get a wiener in you. That's my saying. It's totally innocuous. That's all. So come on down. A free hot dog at the Stone. We're not selling any drinks. We're not selling liquor. We're not selling any. It's just come on and get a free hot dog. That's all. The hot dogs, it varies week to week. The toppings you can get on them. We have the Reuben dog. There's a lot of great toppings. This week, the special topping was Cajun mac and cheese.
Oh, it was gone.
And it was gone by the time you got here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a saying about those who snooze.
You don't prosper.
Yes, those who snooze never prosper. That is the saying. That's correct. All right. I'm enjoying a nice cold Dos Equis right now, by the way. You're encouraged to enjoy whatever you like. That's up to you. I'm not encouraging you nor discouraging you from doing anything of the sort. So, all right. Let's get going, shall we? With some answers. Number one, famous firsts. The first photographic human portrait, also the first selfie, was taken in what year? 1839. It was by Robert Cornelius, a name that is lost to history. Robert Cornelius. It's a good, solid name, too. Number
Where
two.
is that selfie?
Oh, you can find it online. Number two, how many years was June Carter Cash married to Johnny Cash? 35 years.
35?
Until her death in 2004, after which he followed her 3 months later.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And that was a second marriage.
For her or for him?
For him.
I think it was the third for him.
Wow.
3 times is the charm. That's what I've always said.
All right, that's it. We're done. Okay.
Number 3, music. What classic musical trio were named Maxine, Laverne, and Patty? The Andrew Sisters.
Oh, the Andrew Sisters. Oh.
Is that because you got it, or
No.
did you say what, the Lennon Sisters?
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Number 4. Who are the Lennon sisters? John, Vladimir, and I don't know the third one. Number 4, food and drink. What is the highest grade of eggs? Double A. Double A, yeah. Number 5. What animal's hide is used to make footballs? The cow.
What? Why did they call it Mexican?
Why do they call it a fucking gridiron? You don't cook on it. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Pigskin probably goes back to the days. Originally, when the game was invented, they actually used a live pig, and I think that's where that came from. It was like a potbelly pig, it was small. Number 6, the 1970s. After 39 years in power, what Spanish leader died in 1975? Francisco Franco.
We're going to have 0 here.
Number 7, Old Hollywood. What horror movie star was known as the Man of 1,000 Faces? Lon Chaney.
Woo.
Not Junior.
Woo.
If you're Lon Chaney
Give
Jr.
me the whistle.
Oh, you got one right? Here, let's go through it. Okay.
Oh, man. I thought for sure most of these were.
Number 8, literature. What was the title of John Steinbeck's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel about farmers in the Oklahoma Dust Bowl? The Grapes of Wrath. There's one. Number 9, what U.S. state's name comes from the Spanish word meaning full of flowers? Florida. And number 10, Montezuma was the leader of what people? The Aztecs. The Aztecs. Okay, so that brings us to the end of round 3. Go ahead and tabulate your scores, as we tend to do. Humans are known for judging and tabulating. Those are the 2 things you can always count on people to do. By the way, it's a beautiful day out today, so I understand not as many teams are here as last week. It's understandable. Karen's 10 out of 10. What? Let's see. Okay.
Wow, Karen, you are awesome. I wonder how many people are playing in your Zoom game.
Let's see. Easy peasy. A solid 5. A solid middle of the pack score. Yep. A workmanlike 5. Good for you. Wait, Karen's. Oh, Can You Dig It got 9. Karen's got 10. Yeah. You got that? Yeah.
I don't believe it, Karen. Where is Mike? He might have gone somewhere.
You think he got called away? One-eyed Wonder Weasel, you still with us? Oh, there he is. One. He got one that round.
Oh, first response. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he's sending it to you. Maybe
He must have sent it
yeah.
to you.
We don't. See
Oh,
it.
really? You're not seeing that? Barrett 314? Wow, okay.
He says I'm up there in first response, but we don't see those.
Yeah. Why not? Have you blocked him? You've probably blocked him like on Facebook and all. You probably, it's Mike, it's my nephew, and you've probably blocked him on all platforms.
That's exactly what I would do.
I know, that's what you do.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's recap, shall we? Let's see what we got here. With, okay, so in first place, 28, Creston Court Karens. Yay Tacos in second with 25. Can You Dig It with 23. Women with Excellent Taste with 19. Easy Beasy with 17. And One-Eyed Wonder Weasel, you are now, after 3 rounds, at the score Yay Tacos and Creston Court Karens had after round 1. Yeah. I'm just putting it in perspective. He's all happy. He says, woohoo! You got to celebrate the small things. I guess that's what it is. All right, so we're going to roll right into round 4. Hobo, wherever you are, sorry about that. He has very sensitive ears. He probably still heard it. Good old Hobes. Good old Hobes. All right, let's do this now. Famous first, number 1. What popular gadget was first invented, or just invented? It's a first, whatever. What popular gadget was invented by Martin Cooper in 1973? What popular gadget was invented by Martin Cooper in 1973? Number 2, famous Junes. Juneau, Alaska is the second largest city in the U.S. based on land area. In what state is the largest? Juneau, Alaska is the second largest city in the U.S. based on land area. In what state is the largest? Number 3, music. What was Bon Jovi's first hit single? What was Bon Jovi's first hit single? Possibly one of the most impressive catalogs of any musical act ever. I'm just saying. Number 4, food and drink. What southern city is home to the global headquarters of Coca-Cola? What southern city is home to the global headquarters of Coca-Cola? Number 5, sports and games. Who was the first world chess champion from the U.S.? Who was the first world chess champion from the U.S.? Number 6, the 70s. How many manned moon landings were there in the 70s? How many manned moon landings were there in the 70s? Number 7, old Hollywood. What child star grew up to become the United States ambassador to Ghana and later Czechoslovakia? What child star grew up to become the United States ambassador to Ghana and later Czechoslovakia? Number 8, literature. What author was named after his ancestor, Francis Scott Key? What author was named after his ancestor, Francis Scott Key? Number 9, flowers and plants. What giant redwood tree with a Latin name produces seeds so small that it takes about 3,000 of them to weigh an ounce? What giant redwood tree with a Latin name produces seeds so small that it takes about 3,000 of them to weigh an ounce? Yeah. And finally, number 10. In the film Edward Scissorhands, who plays the scientist who creates Edward Scissorhands? In the film Edward Scissorhands, who plays the scientist or the mad genius even, who creates Edward Scissorhands? All right, I'm going to run through them all real quick. Number 1, what popular gadget was invented by Martin Cooper in 1973? Number 2, Juneau, Alaska is the second largest city in the U.S. based on land area. And what state is the largest? Number 3, what was Bon Jovi's first hit single? Number 4, what southern city is home to the global headquarters of Coca-Cola? Number 5, who was the first world-class chess champion from the U.S.? Number 6, how many manned moon landings were there in the 70s? Number 7, what child star grew up to be the U.S. ambassador to Ghana and then Czechoslovakia? Number 8, what author was named after his ancestor Francis Scott Key? Number 9, what giant redwood tree with a Latin name produces seeds so small that it takes about 3,000 of them to weigh an ounce? And number 10, in the film Edward Scissorhands, who plays the scientist who creates Edward Scissorhands? As always, I'll give you a few moments, and then we'll grade them. So let's see, what else should we talk about? There's so much going on. We have a curfew of 8 o'clock tonight in the city, so you have 8 minutes to get home if you're not home yet. I mean, I'm not sure what they're going to do to you if you're not at home. I mean, what are they going to do? You know. But stuff's going on all over town, all over the country. I myself was down at 57th and Sandy today for a protest. So, you know, I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do, but follow your heart. Do what you feel is right, you know? That's all we can do. And if you want to see something changed, don't sit around bitching about it. Go out and take some sort of action. Because things don't change on their own, because those who have the power are fine sitting on it if nobody does nothing. So if you feel like you want to see some change one direction or the other, you know, follow your conscience and do that. All right, so we are back. How you feeling this round over there? Huh?
What?
How you feeling this round?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Confidence is high?
Good.
All right. Do you want to predict? What do you want to predict? Like a 5, a 6?
I'm going to say 7.
7.
I'm going to say 7.
7. Okay, the prediction's a 7. Let's do it, shall we? Number 1, famous firsts. What popular gadget was invented by Martin Cooper in 1973? The cell phone. The cell phone. The cell phone. First one came out in 1973. It was this thing. It was about this thick and about that long. Yeah.
It was in fancy people's cars.
Yes. And you know who he called with his first call?
Who did he call?
His closest competitor who was trying to invent one. It's a dick move. I fucking love it. Love it. Number 2, famous Junes. Juneau, Alaska is the second largest city in the U.S. based on land area. And what state is the largest? Alaska. It's Sitka, Alaska, which is probably not that big a city, but it's got a huge land area. In fact, the 4 largest cities by land area in the country are in Alaska, because I think Alaska's total state is made up of like 6 cities technically. So the largest 4 by land area in the U.S. are all in Alaska. Number 3, what was Bon Jovi's first hit single? Runaway.
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 I'm gonna, you know.
Not to be confused with the hit by Del Shannon from 1957. That's a good song as well. Good song. I think there's other songs called Runaway also. It seems like Kanye has one. Yeah, Kanye has one called Runaway as well. So you got Del Shannon, Bon Jovi, and Kanye West. I mean, this is a fine pedigree for songs named Runaway. Number 4, food and drink. What southern city is home to the global headquarters of Coca-Cola? Atlanta, of course.
Of course.
Right? Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that an of course?
Yeah, that was an of course.
Okay.
That was an of course. Although, you know, after we started this round, the answers, I was feeling less than thrilled.
You were feeling less than thrilled.
Yes.
But now,
But now I'm right back up there. I'm right back on my horse, which I thought the Bon Jovi song was about a horse or something.
oh, you're thinking of Wanted Dead or Alive.
Yes.
Because he rides on a steel horse.
Yes.
Which I think is supposed to be a motorcycle. I think that's the metaphor, but who can really say? I like to think it's a robotic horse. Because who doesn't like to think that way? Am I right?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. So let's see, where are we here? We're at number 5, sports and games. Who was the first world chess champion from the US? Bobby Fischer.
Yes.
Maybe the only one. I don't know. I don't follow chess. The riveting world of chess has not captivated me as some other things have. Number 6. How many manned moon landings were there in the 70s? 4. 4 of them.
Okay.
Number 7, old Hollywood. Good old Hollywood. What child star grew up to become the United States ambassador to Ghana and later Czechoslovakia? Shirley Temple.
Yes.
Shirley
Yes,
Temple.
I knew that because this is my category.
Who, by the way, I believe she was in films with Bill Bojangles Robinson mentioned earlier. Yeah. Number 8, literature. What author was named after his ancestor, Francis Scott Key? F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Everybody knows that.
When you know it, it's of course. And when you don't, it's like, what? Who knows that? Yeah. Number 9. What giant redwood tree with a Latin name produces seeds so small that it takes about 3,000 of them to weigh an ounce? The sequoia.
Yes. Got that one too.
The sequoia.
All right.
Number 10, what was the question? Because I made it up on the spot and I don't remember it.
Oh, Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, that's right, in Edward Scissorhands. In the film Edward Scissorhands, who plays the scientist who creates Edward Scissorhands? The inimitable and incomparable Vincent Price. Vincent Price, who was actually a mentor and an idol to Tim Burton. And he loved working on the film, getting to work with Vincent Price on a film. So that brings us to the end of the round. Go ahead and tabulate your scores and get them in. We're going to take another 3-minute break so you can refresh your beverage, go to the restroom, whatever it is you might need to do. We'll move the camera over here, and we'll put on some music and we'll take a quick break if that's okay with you?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, and then we need to get psyched for this last round.
Well, yeah. And we'll put on some copyright-free music so Facebook doesn't pull my video like they did last time. There we go. We'll adjust this.
Hold on tight, baby, come and lose. All this back and forth has killed my youth. Promise me that I'm just running smooth until we come back. We could be slipping out, 'cause all I need is you. No more goodbyes. We're starting something new. I know you want it too. No more goodbyes. No more goodbyes. Peachy drink was the first thing we lost all these days. Life's gone long. You should know how it feels. Hold on tight, oh baby, come and lose. All this back and forth has killed my youth. Promise me that our days will run smooth until we come back. We could be slipping out, 'cause all I need is you. No more goodbyes. We're starting something new. I know you want it too. No more goodbyes. 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 Hold on tight, oh baby, come loose. All these back and forth has killed my youth. I spent it all in one smile. We could be something more. That's all I need is you. No more goodbyes. We start us something more. I know you want it too. No more goodbyes. No more
All right, that's it. And we are back once again. That went quick, didn't it? I don't know. It seemed to. Felt like it. So, let's get some light, shall we? A little more light. That's better.
Way better.
Yeah, way better. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at our scores, shall we? So what do we got here? We got Creston Cairns with 34 in the lead, as usual. Actually, the rankings have not changed. Yay Tacos with 31. Can You Dig It with 29. Women with Excellent Taste with 25. Easy Beasy with 22. And of course, One-Eyed Wonder Weasel with 12. So our standings are the same. So we're going to need, it's still a pretty tight race. It could still be anybody's game. So I'm interested to see how this thing goes. As I said, it looks like we might be opening June 12th, which means, by the way, we're going to have to be social distancing. We're going to have to be social distancing even when we open, which, it means we're not going to be able to get everybody in here who wants to get in here sometimes, but it also means we're not going to start doing live trivia anytime soon. If we have to social distance, I'm not going to do trivia for for 10 of you here. It seems pointless. I would rather do this online so all of you can join me from wherever you are. Or, you could bring your laptop and do trivia here and I won't even be here. I guess that's up to you. But you can do it from anywhere, and we're going to keep doing it that way until we can get to the point where we can fill this place to do trivia again. So this isn't going to change from this online iteration of trivia anytime soon. So, okay? All right, so we're going to go into round 5. Round 5 is the toughest of all rounds. It's the hardest of all rounds. It's like the, in the limo on prom night after the dance. Yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. Isn't that kind of an easy round?
Yeah, maybe. I was looking at it from my point of view. From yours, yeah, I guess it's easy.
You're right. It is all point of view.
Mm-hmm. All things are perspective.
Yeah.
So normally, if we were here at the Stone, you would have a free hint on any one question, but that's not really feasible to do in this format. So you're just going to be on your own. I don't know what to tell you. So we're going to go into round 5. I just dropped one of my cards. Hang on a minute. Okay, so we're going to go into round 5. And in honor of Hobo, rest his soul, here we go. Number 1, famous first. No, he's not dead. Hobo's fine. Hobo's doing better than you and me. What the fuck? Number 1, who was the first Hispanic woman to win an EGOT? An EGOT is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Who was the first Hispanic woman to win an EGOT? Number 2, famous Junes. What Emmy-nominated actress played Mother June Cleaver in the 1997 film adaptation of the TV series Leave It to Beaver? What Emmy-nominated actress played Mother June Cleaver in the 1997 film adaptation of the series Leave It to Beaver? This film, by the way, has a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's that good. Number 3, music. What 50s icon was born with the name Ernest Evans? What 50s icon was born with the name Ernest Evans? Once again, this is music. Number 4, food and drink. What soft drink was originally named Waco after the town where it was invented? What soft drink was originally named Waco after the town where it was invented? Number 5, sports and games. In skiing, what women's name is also the term for a parallel turn? In skiing, what women's name is also the term for a parallel turn? Number 6, the 1970s. In 1973, what company released the first computer with a mouse? In 1973, what company released the first computer with a mouse? Number 7, Old Hollywood. A combination of their two names. What was Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford's 18-acre Beverly Hills estate called? A combination of their two names. What was Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford's 18-acre Beverly Hills estate called? Number 8, literature. What was Captain Hook's first name? What was Captain Hook's first name? Number 9, flowers and plants. What flower gets its name from the French word for thought? What flower gets its name from the French word for thought? That's a thinker, isn't it? And finally, number 10. Number 10, in what year did the Gladstone Street Pub open for business? In what year did the Gladstone Street Pub open for business? All right, so I'm going to give you a minute on this one. There are some difficult questions there. Would you agree there's some difficult questions?
Yes.
Yes. She says yes. She's not happy about it. Now there's whispering going on and such. So what else is going on? Let's see. If you follow, as I said, we got hot dogs here. Hot dog day 3 to 6. Free hot dog day every Monday until we reopen, which may be pretty soon. Also over at the Fun House. I don't know about when our reopen date will be over there. We do some online streaming events. We will have a merch page going up this week, so that's exciting. In other news, what else? We have a new head of the unemployment department in Oregon because the old head got sacked because all these people are waiting for unemployment and are not getting it. And the new guy, it was like his first day, and they grilled him for all these answers to why shit wasn't working out. And he doesn't know because it's his first day. So we'll see. Meanwhile, we had elections recently. I don't know if is the mayor back in? It's Ted Wheeler. I think he might be back in, or there might be a runoff. I'm not sure. But in any case, we had some elections lately. I should follow it more closely. You know, what are you going to do? I voted, but so I did my part. The one guy running for mayor, his slogan was, "Vote for me and see what happens." Yeah. But I guess it's not the worst. All right, we're ready to go. That's it. That's it. That's all the time you're going to get. So here we go. Round 5 answers. Here we go. Number 1. Who was the first Hispanic woman to win an EGOT? Rita Moreno.
From West Side Story.
Did you get it?
No, couldn't think of her name.
But you knew who it was and you couldn't think of her name.
What?
You knew who it was?
I knew who it
couldn't
was.
think of her name.
The actress from West Side Story.
Is that what you wrote?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that one. Number 2, Famous Junes. What Emmy-nominated actress played Mother June Cleaver in the 1997 film adaptation of the series Leave It to Beaver? Janine Turner.
Janine.
You remember her?
I remember
That
her.
perky Maggie McConnell from Northern Exposure. Yeah. And all that other stuff she did with like other stuff. Number three, music. What 50s icon was born with the name Ernest Evans? Chubby Checker. Chubby Checker was Ernest Evans. Chubby Checker was Ernest Evans. If you got that, I mean, that's a deep cut. If you got that one, good for you. Yeah, because that's a solid deep cut. Yeah. Number 4, food and drink. What soft drink was originally named Waco after the town where it was invented? Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Yeah. But then that whole thing went down with the Branch Davidians and David Koresh, and they said, yeah, we can't call it Waco anymore. Either that or they changed the name like 60 years before that happened. I'm not sure which. I mean, who can say? Ooh, it's lost to history. Who can say what really happened? Number 5, sports and games. In skiing, what women's name is also a term for a parallel turn? The Christie.
Christy?
A Christie.
Why?
You know, my research could not really find out why. So if anybody knows, you feel free to tell me.
Please tell us.
Yeah.
I call BS on that.
Oh, you can call BS all you want.
Well, I'm not a skier, so.
Eh, you said it. Number 6, the 70s. In 1973, what company released the first computer with a mouse? Xerox. Xerox. They were big in the computer game in the beginning. And they had market share. They were solid. And they just fell off. Yeah. Big Blue crushed them. That's IBM. Number 7, Old Hollywood. A combination of their two names, what was Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford's 18-acre Beverly Hills estate called? Pickfair.
Pickfair. That's stupid too.
What did you put? What did you put?
Fairfield,
Fairfield.
which doesn't even combine two words. Fairford.
Fairford. It's not a bad guess. It's just as stupid as Pickfair, right? Number 8, literature. What was Captain Hook's first name? James. I guess it was like James Cook, the famous captain. James Hook. Number 9. What flower gets its name from the French word for thought? The pansy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pansy in thought in French?
I don't know.
I didn't get that far in my classes.
I don't know French. You learned as much French as you needed to be easy on prom night. And finally, number 10. What year did the Stone open for business, Jean?
2005.
2005 is correct.
I have one.
2005. All right, so get me your answers. Get in your answers so we can do our final tabulations. It's quite exciting.
It is very exciting.
Yeah, it is. So, women got 1. Women got 1. Okay.
And I probably shouldn't even be allowed to have that one.
Really?
No,
Why? No. We'll give it to you. Because, come on. Okay. Can you dig it? Got 5. Good job. Easy beat. What? Where are we here? Women got 1. Can you dig it? Got 2. 4 for yay tacos. And what do we got for easy beasy? Got 2. Okay, so our standing, this is interesting. Our standings tonight, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, have remained consistent through the whole night.
Wow.
Have they? Oh, no, not quite.
I don't know, not after that.
Not after, round 1. Easy Beasy actually did really good in round 1 and then just totally took a dump after that. No offense. Okay, so let's look at our final standings. Creston Court Karens, you're our winner tonight with 39. Yay Tacos with 35. Can You Dig It with 34. Women with Excellent Taste with 26. Easy Beasy with 24. And One-Eyed Wonder Weasel with 14. And here's the thing. Out of 5 rounds, you got 14. You didn't even average 3 correct answers per round. Now, I know who this is. This is my nephew, Mike Barrett. And while he may not be overburdened with knowledge, he's got those Barrett good looks, so he's always going to be fine. He's always going to land butter side up. So, oh, yeah, we don't know this. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And he says, in the rear, baby. I don't like it. So what that means is, this brings us to the end of our evening. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to draw. Now, when we play live, our winning team becomes the winner for the night. Now, I can't honestly tell if anyone's cheating or not, and it doesn't seem, there's no way for me to police it. So the way it is this is all for fun. We're doing it all for fun. We are merely going to draw a team. Here, why don't you go ahead and draw the team? We're going to draw a team, and that team randomly is going to be our prize winner tonight. So what do we got? Well, it works out how it should, I guess. Creston Court Karens, you're our winner tonight. Creston Court Karens, good for you. Excellent. Okay, so Creston Court Karens, what we're going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel up here behind me. Now, I don't know if you've been here for trivia night, you see you got our friend right here. See him? See our little friend here? He's part of the Human Genome Project. So up here you've got our wheel. As you can see, there's 10s, there's 20, 10s, 15s, 20s, up through 50. So what I'm going to let you do is, wait a minute, what? So what I'm going to let you do is predict what it's going to land on. Now, obviously, the lower numbers there's more of than the higher numbers. So like there's only 140 and 150, but there's, I think, 6 10s, 5 15s, 4 20s, 4 25s. There's a glass of beer here. There's 3 of those. Those count as 30. So Karens, I want you to predict what it's going to land on. Predict what it's going to land on. If you get it right, I'll add a $10 kicker onto your prize, onto your gift certificate. And you're going to win the gift certificate in whatever amount we spin. So Karens, go ahead and make your prediction. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, or 50. 20. 20 is the prediction. Is that right? Drew, are you the spokesman of the Karens? Great. Okay. So the prediction's 20. We're going to give it a mighty spin. We're going to see what happens. Prediction's 20. Let's see what happens. And it is, in fact, 20. Good job. What do you say to that? There you go. Thank you. I always invite woo girls to come watch trivia. So you have won a $30 gift certificate to the Stone. Congratulations. What I will need you to do is go ahead and email me at andy@funhouselounge.com. Once again, andy@funhouselounge.com. Go ahead and email me, and I will mail you your gift certificate in the actual mail. You'll actually get a letter from me with the gift certificate in it. So on behalf of myself, PJ, and the rest of us here at the Stone, thank you for coming. We'll be back here online next week. Hopefully we'll see you in person soon. We won't be able to hug, but we'll be able to look at each other face to face and laugh soon. So on behalf of everybody here, thank you for coming. I will see you here next week, and I wish you all good night.